Good morning. Today was not great. You could tell with my realized here. Full disclosure, I was kind of screwing up quite a bit, and so I just kind of went ham on it and just started playing around with buttons instead of just trying to get used to the buttons and learn things. There's one thing that I'll get to that I definitely learned and was good to learn because wow, that is going to be very beneficial for me later. Next time I try this. I'm still keeping that rule about any stocks that are don't have permissions. I'm not gonna trade even if they look good. This one looks very algorithmic now, but yeah. So DPW kind of had some activity on it earlier. It was reported that it kind of had a spike here. I decided not to do anything about it. Kind of worked out anyways, because it wouldn't have made me anything. But regardless, no permissions on that. So that one I am just, it's gone. I am going to ignore that. There was some very high risk trades here that I did on ORPH, ORF, and VXRT. ORF, it screwed me pretty good this morning. I got really excited because of how volatile it was. It kind of turned into a bit of a meme stock. So, a couple days ago, it skyrocketed for absolutely no reason. There was no news, no nothing. It just did. And then it was very volatile and halted several times over the last couple of days. So I thought, I'm going to try it. So I did, and I lost a lot of money on that one. $16 in, and I got out at $14. So $2, and I placed 10,000 shares, or probably 10,000 shares on it. Does it tell me here? Side, yeah, it does. Oh, okay. I placed 1,000 shares on it, and then I sold at 1,000 shares. And then that wasn't good. So I was trying to keep it going. I was trying to see if I could get it back. So I did buy here and sold here, sold here. That ultimately lost me money again. Tried again here, a little bit of profit, and then I screwed it up there. But I did sell real quick, so I didn't lose all of that. And then I did buy again, hoping for the best, and it just never happened. Gave up right there. Again, same thing. Bought, sold. So that one was not doing me very good today. Somewhere probably around 10 or 11 market time, I was just going ham on it. Just to kind of get the experience of hitting the buttons, placing orders, and things like that. So I'm still going to accept that as a learning experience. One thing too that well, we'll get to that. VXRT also was that the one that I did really good on? 'Cause if it is, no, it wasn't. I did a really good trade on Novin, which we'll get to. So VXRT was really the same thing as ORF. It killed me as well. I didn't do anything. Heard about it, doing some interesting stuff there, and with this one, yeah, this is the one where I'm gonna say I chased it. I don't know that that is actually the definition here, but it did continue to go up, dip, go up, dip, go up. It didn't really dip here, but it continued up, a little bit of a dip, and it just kept going. And I was like, well, geez, I gotta get in on this. And as soon as I bought 20,000 shares, I think. 5,000 there, 500, 5,000, 550 shares apparently. Um, and then that's when it dropped because that's my luck. I did a pretty okay trade right here on it though. It definitely dipped, and I figured it's got to come back up at least a little bit, right? And it did. Had a hammer doji there, a hammer doji, and this one was kind of a confirmation. So, or no, hammer doji here, and this was the confirmation. I didn't have the volume to confirm that though, really. So I guess I wouldn't call that a confirmation. I think I just did it because I was stressed. So yeah, I did end up selling here. I could have made a little bit more, but why bother? Did I do anything else on that one? I think I may have given up on that one after that trade. Yeah, I sure did. So that was one of the high risk trades. Those are two of the high risk trades that I did that did not come into my favor. Finding out also patience. You want to. I want to say patience is good, but patience does not always work because in several cases, I think with Clove, I was trying to be patient. I was like, it's got to come back up. It's got to come back up, and it just never did. Yeah, see, like I bought here, I bought here, I bought and sold right away. Apparently, I think I was probably stopped out. We're gonna get to that because I learned something about stops that are that's interesting that I didn't know. And there's a button that's right there. It's been in my face the whole time, but because I didn't understand what it meant, I didn't touch it. Again, another buy there, right on the wick too. And then it came down and it just continued to come down. I did buy again here, hoping that maybe I can get back some of my losses. It did kind of pay out a little bit there, but not nearly enough to count for those losses. Sold, yeah. So that just kind of kept going like that the whole day. My total loss for Clove was $10,000. So that's cool. Oh, I'm glad this is fake money. Full. I mean, I'm not gonna have $400,000 of buying power when I get in. So realistically, maybe take off two or three zeros here. At least two zeros when I get ready to actually play. So a total loss today was $400 if I was playing with real money. That's just a guesstimate, obviously. Take off a couple of zeros. So, with that, you got to balance your patience. Sometimes it's going to pay off, sometimes it won't, but you have to make sure that you're making educated trades. Something I'm still learning. Kept holding for the best, hoping for the best. Screw that. Go with the educated trades. If you're not sure, just don't take the trade. Even if you are sure, it might still turn against you, but you got to have some reasons to getting into a trade. Clove right now, I am still it is still market hours, so might make a trade here while we're doing stuff. But 7 minutes in, yeah. So one thing that I mentioned to myself here in my notepad is master one freaking strategy, and don't copy. Oh no, I said, gosh darn, Corey, what are you doing? Stop. You're not learning by doing what you're doing. And that's true. I'm not learning by just clicking, being all click happy. I'm not learning the trades anyways. I'm going to fight myself there because I am learning the app, which I. Yeah, with taking large risks on certain things, I gotta wonder, like, would I trade on ORF or VXRT if I was playing with real money? I don't know that I would. Again, we're just practicing here, so the only issue with that though is that by doing that, I could be developing a bad habit. So I gotta really watch that. One thing I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna wait, starting next week, when we go back into the market. I'm gonna wait 5 or 10 minutes after open to actually start any trades. I'm realizing that it's just so fast paced. The first 10 minutes in the day, it's just way too fast paced for me to follow along and to make educated trades. Around noontime, I did switch to just show you, Trader Workstation there, which is Interactive Brokers trading trading platform. Just because I didn't want to use DAS because it costs too much money. Off the bat, I'm not going to be able to cover the cost of DAS. So I wanted to get used to TWS, but my next note on that was, yeah, frick that. It's not happening. It's very, like, it looks user friendly, but it's just not. It's a lot of clicking. I'm sure there's hotkeys and stuff you can set up, but DAS is like, it looks complicated. There's a lot of numbers and stuff here that you're looking at. Most of the stuff I'm not even looking at. Um, so I'm gonna just keep using DAS, and I will eat the cost of it for the sake of practice. I mean, people go to school for years and years and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to make a decent income as a doctor or another high paying income job. This is going to be a fraction of what that would cost, and the potential to make as much as a doctor or lawyer is there, as long as I can master my strategies and figure it out and get good at it. And that might take a few months. It could even take a year. I don't know. We're just going to have to stick with DAS Trader. It's just, yeah, it's so much easier to use, and the information is there. With TWS, it doesn't give you this live. The chart doesn't refresh as often. And maybe that's just a setting, but I can't find the setting, and it talks about subscriptions and stuff, and I just don't know what that means. I After a little bit today, I did ignore today's loss. That means nothing to me now because of my decision to try intraday stuff. I don't want to keep doing that, keeping with the initial with the open. 10 or 15 minutes after is when I'm going to start trading from now on until I can kind of get a better grasp on it. I don't need instant money, you know. I've got all day to get the money. I'll just watch for mountain passes and things like that. And maybe that's a strategy that I'll work on, is a mountain pass. Next week. And then I'm also going to practice with one stock only next week, or even just in replay. That's another thing with DAS Traders. It does allow you to go in and do a replay. Data stream mode, you go to replay, apply that, yes, and then you can choose any symbol and download the data for that symbol. And then you can just replay it and practice like that. Still have to figure out replay, because right now it does seem like it's sort of showing me what the day does anyways, which kind of defeats the purpose of it, but that might be just because the markets are still open maybe. I'm also going to set a daily goal. A daily goal, let's say $500. If I hit $500, that's it. I'm done for the day, and I'll just see. I'll keep an eye on stuff, but I'll just wait and see what happens. And if something really good is setting up, then I'll go ahead and trade on it. But as far as I'm concerned, unless it's guaranteed profit, I'm going to do it. What else? Squawk mentioned volume spike on DPW. Tempted, but decided not to trade due to the rule of NASDAQ. So yeah, that's the rule. I think I mentioned that already. It's gone now, so I definitely mentioned it. But that's the rule I set for myself, is just don't trade on those, because they're just too you can't get a good grasp of it, because I don't have permissions right now with the trial version of DAS Trader. So I'm going to continue with that rule. I also mentioned TWS just isn't good for me anyways. It might be good for other people, and maybe if they can figure it out, sort of thing. But for me, DAS Trader is kind of the way to go. NOVN. I had a really good trade on NOVN that was entirely planned. I had seen it. I was really proud of this one. So let's see if I can find it. It's probably that guy right there. Yeah, it's just several good trades on. Oh, jeez, what happened in the morning though? A little bit of profit there, a little bit of profit there, bit of profit there, very tiny bit. Actually, that probably was a loss. Bought at trade info. Buy at 1674 and sold at 1664. That was a loss then. Same thing there. But again, this is okay, because really after this morning, I just stopped even, I guess, trying. I needed to walk away. So I walked away, I made some coffee, and I just, yeah, I got put on a shirt. And I actually went live on YouTube as well, just because, well, to see what that was like. And got a few people in on that. But anyways, the trade that I did, so I mentally reset myself right around noon, I would say, and that was good because look at this trade that I did, and this was educated. This was I don't know why it was educated anymore, but I looked at it and I said, hey, this might do something. It's definitely coming down. Um, the volume was there. It wasn't. Why did I make this trade? I think it might have been this big dip here, followed by a shooting star, and then I don't know if I wouldn't call that an indecision doji, but another shooting star here. So I'm really surprised that I made this trade, but it really worked out. I don't know how I guessed that was going to happen. Something about it at the time was telling me do it. So I did do that one, and I put in 10,000 shares on that at 1440, and then I sold 10,000 shares at 1475. Same thing happened here. I saw this. It's almost an indecision marker, and so I bought and sold. And then sure enough, it started to come back down. And I was really happy with that trade. I was like, hey, I'm learning. And then I tried to do it again. It didn't work. That's okay. Total loss on Novin was still $2,700. It's okay though. Did I make any good profits? No. A little bit on Workhorse, but nothing to make anything worth anything. That's 16 minutes. I'm trying to wrap this up, but let's go through my account here and see what else I did. We talked about Clove, LPTH. Let's see if there's anything in LPTH. I deleted LPTH, so oh no, it's right there. What happened with LPTH? So that one had a spike, and I was just trying to follow along with the volume. That one I chased. Don't chase, guys. This was even after my reset, my mental reset. So I don't, again, I'm playing with fake money, and I think that's a big part of why I'm making these higher risks, is just because it isn't real. It's just not real. Meds, I think I had lost quite a bit on meds initially, and then I regained a lot of it, if I remember correctly. Ah, scared me. Wow, good job, Mom. My mom is currently in the hospital after surgery, and she just walked 1 kilometer. She's a trooper. She had a heart attack and then walked to one of the hardest paths about a year or so ago in Kamloops, especially for someone who doesn't walk a lot and someone who just had a heart attack. She's nuts. I love her. 10,000 shares there I bought and sold. Bought those 10,000 shares at 510 and sold it at 511. Yay! Whoa, a penny. Well, I guess 10,000 pennies. Yeah, so that explains. Yeah, I only traded once on Med, so the reason it's only $38 is because of the commissions on that, which is mathed in here. What else can I talk about? Go back to my accounts. Novin, we talked about OCGN. I think, did we talk about OCGN? See if there's anything right off the bat here that I can. Did a pretty decent trade right here. I wouldn't say that I chased it here, and I certainly sold out of it at the right time. As it dropped, and then it did come back up to pre-market low, but it did just continued to go down and never really came. Oh no, it came back up. If I had stayed in on that one, I guess it might have been, but no, don't stay in because that is patience in a bad way. Orf VXRT Workhorse BBIG. What am I at here? 20 minutes almost. BBIG, what did I do here? Oh, that was, yeah. So that there was a hammer there. I said, screw it, go. And I bought 1,000 shares there and then sold them at 1410. That's not a buy. Why is it telling me that I bought there? Oh, there we go. Bought at 14.10, sold over $1 more. Uh, Bought at 5.22, sold at 5.25. So another win there. Bit of a win there. But why does it say I have a loss? I don't know. So a total of 107 trades today that I've done so far. I mean, the day's not over, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm done. Got to reassess everything. What else? There was something else I wanted to mention. Primary list. One thing that, yeah, from what I've been learning, my primary list here is a lot smaller than it was yesterday, which was one of my goals. I still would like it to get maybe one or two symbols less, but right now, that's still better than it was yesterday. And the sell stop market versus trailing. This is something huge that I learned. You got the sell stop, buy, or sorry, sell stop market is what I've been using. I'll give you a quick little example. Find something where it's lots of volume. Let's just do this one here. So when you buy, you can set a stop so that if you come down to this certain level here, it will automatically sell. And it just helps prevent excessive losses. But sometimes what would happen is I would do that and then it would just drop 10 cents immediately, and especially on the volatile ones, and then it would just stop me out immediately, and it was driving me freaking nuts. Because again, that's commissions when I go live. That's commissions I shouldn't have had to pay, because then it ends up going back up, and it just drove me crazy. Now this is still, I like this one a little bit because usually I can't do it right now, but usually I can drag it around. Why can't I drag it? I can drag this one. What? There. Okay, it's letting me drag now. It's just very choppy. But yeah, let's do drag it, and then you can just say, okay, stop, and just force yourself into stop. But trailing stop is something that I learned about. That was like, what? What the heck? So if I buy into, okay, invalid shares. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's fix that. So if I buy into something, which it's not, oh, it did, and then I do a trailing stop, I can no longer drag this one around. Why is it not showing me? Because I'm not in the right spot. And what will happen is okay, so it's 1380 now. This is a trailing stop, 10 cents less. So it will stay here. I hope this will show you. It needs to go up 1380. One more. One more. It did move it a little bit there. But what it'll do anyways, it will always maintain a 10-cent trail as it goes up. And then when it comes back down, it stays at whatever it was. So if that were to go up to, let's say, 1390, then this would go up to 1380. And then if it comes back down to 1385, this one will still stay at 1380. And it's, wow, I just couldn't believe that I didn't see that. Did I? What's happening? Oh. See if I can get you a better example. 23 minutes. Is Clove doing anything? Let's do this one here. So if I buy and then set a 10-cent trailing, it's not showing because there it is. Then as this goes up, 34, go up. I just want to show this. I just want to show this. Anyways, let's just leave it there, and you can watch it while I'm kind of doing my sign off here. But that's what I would do anyways. Just go up just so I can show. Anyways, I think you get the gist of it. It would go up 10 cents less than whatever this is showing, but it will not go down as it comes down. That can help you guarantee profits as long as you made a good trade where it goes 10 cents, where the trail is 10 cents higher than when you bought in, then you're golden to at least have some kind of profit on that. Say if you were to click off of it and you weren't paying attention or something to that effect. But anyways, so yeah, lots of learnings today. It is Friday, June 11th, so the market is over for the weekend. We are getting into the weekend now, so once I'll probably practice a little bit again tomorrow, just with replays and study a little more on different trends and strategies and things like that while the market is closed. Bear Bull Traders has been very, very helpful for me. Lots of resources and stuff that I got from there. I did decide that I'm not going to subscribe to Bear Bull Traders right away. They do have a pre-show live that they do on YouTube anyways. I will subscribe to them again later, but thinking about the costs. So it's about the same cost from what I could tell for either subscribing to Bear Bull Traders or having Dash Trader. Dash Trader is just too powerful of a tool for me to say no to it, so I'm going to eat that cost on that one. But I can't eat the cost on both. That is obviously subject to change. So anyways, have a good day, everyone. I hope this was beneficial for you. Still learning. Definitely still learning, and I just want so bad to try again. Where's the rewind button? Oh yeah, it's under file. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Let me know if you guys have any comments or concerns or whatever about how I'm doing here. Obviously, I am not doing well, but this is day 3, so have fun, trade safe. Goodbye.